The chief counselor honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Just take care of Maëlle, okay? Can't believe you're letting her go with you.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
I think I've spoken to everyone. I used my tokens. I beat Maëlle. Let's go. Wow, that looked photorealistic for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted that you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all too short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth. Tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
Cool, let's go. Prologue is complete. The stakes could not be higher. Saving humanity from certain death. It's kind of always the same story, but this one has been weaved in a pretty unique way. I'm excited to get going. Get destroyed in these encounters when I can't dodge.
You're old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from? Fall back! Gustave, come on, we need to go! He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The indigo tree.
Fuck! Run! Keep going! Come on! Move! Fucking snap out!
Well, that escalated quickly. Not off to a great start here. The expedition began and within 30 seconds someone was already dead. We got completely destroyed. And I didn't even have to screw it up. Here we go. We begin our journey alone. That did not take long. Wow. Ooh. Intense start. Yeah, quite a lot of cutscene in the game. I'm impressed by the amount of like dialogue and cutscene and stuff. I assume obviously that ratio is going to change quite drastically once we really properly begin the exploration as we have now, but we'll be curious to see throughout the game like what kind of ratio we have for that stuff. think everyone's a little bit of a product of the kind of stuff they played growing up, and like some of my favorite games of all time growing up were just games that have always been cutscene heavy, and so it's never been a problem for me as long as there's enough stuff around it. So I definitely wouldn't mind cutscenes. I mean, they're very high quality cutscenes from what we've seen so far, so hopefully they maintain that throughout, I think, alongside obviously the gameplay. But again, just gorgeous environment already. The game's really set the tone. I mean, compared to where we started the game in Lumiere, this is already a completely different vibe, but still continues to look beautiful. It's definitely one game where I didn't play it on my PC monitor. I dragged like the long HDMI over to my big TV. Sitting on the couch on the big TV, for me, it's got to be done that way. You can briefly check the expedition's status and use a chroma elixir to recover health without interrupting exploration. Okay, name of the current area, expedition, current objective, bindings for exploration. Okay, current health of the expedition, current amount of chromated elements. Okay. Replenish at expedition flags. Okay. Cool. Run, free aim, strike. So we do have a jump. I was curious, like, if we do have that level of traversal, so we can jump. But I doubt there's going to be much in the way of like actual climbing and stuff, but who knows. Okay. I think, as I've said, for me, I kind of like the speed for like running around exploring areas. Unless I'm backtracking and I'm going through bits I've already done, I'm happy to kind of run. Oh boy. I couldn't avoid it. We're going to fight by ourselves. They made sure you healed up before your first fight. I'm awaiting like the kind of no healing, challenge runners, no hit, whatever. Oh shit. I'm dead. Come on, Monsieur G, let's go. Right, free aim, yep, to hit flying enemies as well as target enemies' weak points. Yeah, so his face looks like a little bit of a weak point. Yeah, so I kind of literally, for lack of a better phrase, I jumped the gun when it comes to this. Aim at the Lancelier's weak point to deal increased damage. So I just wondered if the reticle changes somehow to say that it is a weak point. I mean, that was the obvious weak point, but I just was curious. Okay, now. Let's do this one. Okay. Attack slowly. Oof. Oof. I did it! Okay. I can't do much else other than just attack here. The bar underneath it, we're going to find out what that is eventually, I guess. You'll need one more hit here. Ah, this time went too early. I did fluke it the first time, I'm sure. Okay. But this time it will die regardless, so let's just do it. There we go. Survived our first attack. Alright. Quick word about the letterboxing, like the black bars, during like cutscenes and stuff. There is a mod to remove that if you want to, but I think for like FMV stuff it kind of zooms in to crop it so that you don't see it. And I think for ones that aren't kind of the pre-rendered cutscene things, basically because the game wasn't designed with them, obviously the artistic vision is for those scenes to have those black bars. Like sometimes I think it might not be like visually, like for example they won't intend you to see below a character's knees. So for example it might not kind of work correctly like visually. So for me that was a step too far. I was like, I don't need to mod that out. Like this is the vision that they wanted. They want to go for a cinematic game. And so for cutscenes they bring in the black bars. I think for a video game it's not how I would do it, but I'm going to respect their vision on that, and that's why they exist. But if you really feel strongly about it, there are PC mods to remove it if you want. So let's character overview, because we already have a picto, right? Change characters with pictos by selecting any slots. Change character skills, yeah. Equip learned Illumina by selecting any of the Lumina slots. Okay, so for this one we picked one up, no? Pictos are important pieces of equipment. Can have 3 equipped at a time. Characters cannot equip the same pictos at the same time. Okay. After winning 4 battles with a Pictos equipped, it will be mastered. Every Pictos has a unique passive effect called Lumina. After mastering Pictos, it would be possible to activate its Lumina without... Okay, I see. So, did I think it said it's unusable at the moment, so I think that's the situation, but fair. Skills, obviously I have no new skills. Okay, fair play. Cool. Wonder if there's such thing as quote-unquote random encounters, or if they're pretty much all going to be like predetermined. Will we see any enemies like out in the field and you can choose whether to attack or not? Very curious to see how all that's going to happen. Again, skies. It's the kind of fantasy world shit. I just love it. Linearity, another thing I'm curious about. Like, will most of the game just be these types of corridors that you basically run through to get from A to B? And to what extent will it expand out? Again, we're going to find out. Okay, so we do have a bit of climbing going on too. Shush. Yeah. But obviously we already immediately, as soon as the expedition began, we saw the older looking guy. So I guess some people have managed to evade the supposed guaranteed death. Yeah, the one time there has been, well, I think it's been a couple of times there have been items that have been pretty obvious in terms of like the way that they glow. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not like you have to really like go up to this guy to get a prompt to appear and pick up a journal or whatever. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's head into this inviting looking cave. Already very colourful palette in this game. weird gravity bending shit going on.
You do that, we both die. Hey. Fucking hell. Wake up, Gustave.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around, look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
This is not the place. The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Putain.
Oh boy. Some pretty epic battle music here. And we finally have 2 party members. So we both get our turns first. Why has it gone to... What? Went to PC controls for a second. Now, I guess we learned that we can do this, right? So that's the start. And then we do... Deals low single target damage. Right. Lune's stains. Lune's skills generate elemental stains. Her skills also consume specific stains to enhance their effects. There are 5 types of stains. Ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains can be consumed in place of any other stain. Cycle between the different elements to get the most out of her skills. Interesting. Right. Her starting skills are Ice Lance and Immolation. Ice Lance is an ice skill that generates 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. Use Ice Lance to generate stains. Okay. Let's do as they say.
Ice shatter.
Right, the Portier is weak to ice and took 50% more damage. Okay, good to know. Yep. This is the proper RPG shit here. Good to see that elemental stuff's already been introduced. There's some games that are basically JRPGs that do not even have elemental affinity, really. So, yeah. Find enemies' affinities and exploit them to optimize the damage you deal. Indeed. Right. Slow is a debuff, so they got the debuffs and the elementals introduced in the same tutorial. Nice. It's a debuff that reduces the speed of the character by 25%. Some enemies can attack the whole expedition at once. Press R1 to parry and execute an expedition counter. Oh my god. Oh man, that's great. I do hope I get good enough to actually do this stuff, like, in the game.
Let the ink flow.
Right. Yep. Immolation will consume Loon's ice stain to deal more damage. Light stains will be consumed if no corresponding elemental stains to burn the enemy. Okay. Applies. Okay.
Feel the burn.
Burn is a status effect that deals damage at the beginning of the character's turn. Okay, it's a bit of Persona vibes. It is possible to be affected by multiple instances of burn, which increases the burn damage received. Dang. Yeah, no. I guess if it's going to attack the whole party, it tells you that. So this time it was just Lune that it attacked. Fine. Okay, battle loot, dodger level 1. Gain 1 AP on a perfect dodge once per turn. Nice.
We did it, Gustave. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we? It really works. We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
Okay, so we got a Picto for the first time. Yep. Alright, let's go. So we've got Lune and we've got Gustave. Let's check out the situation now. So we've got a Pictos, we've got empty slot, speed 12, critical rate 3%. Okay. Cool. Now, obviously we don't have any Luminas. Or do we? Ah, okay. I thought we had to master it to get the Lumina, but no. Freely, anytime outside of battle, Luminas activated by currently equipped Cryptos can't be deactivated. Okay. The more points the character has, the more Lumina they can activate at one time. Each character gains 1 Lumina point per level, and more can be found by exploring. Okay. Sure.